There's no love like your love, and no other could give more love. There's nowhere unless you're there all the time, all the way, yeah. All the way, yeah. Look into your heart, babe. Oh, you can't tell me it's not worth trying for. I can't help it, it's nothing I want more. Yeah, I would fight for you, I'd lie for you, walk the wire for you, I would die for you. You know it's true, everything I do, oh, I do it for you.
Good afternoon, Kessie, and I so Nana Yasewa made the free Japan Ma Radio GH, Edia Maya Shafonina. Another episode of the Rebond Show, so any assassin so the ababe PMU, mu fie mu, majume mu, any baby biara mo shayin a free and name.
Gone for so long.
Love has always been a beautiful thing, especially if you are with the right partner.
Doesn't matter. No one
I'm yet to know, say a car right partner crowd. Who is the right partner?
come by when I needed.
Can a right partner be someone or who is so funny you now why you not drink so be pan a year in the show and ask why not drink so in the year and bium. It sounds so strossen a year kunana and on their friend right partner.
And the wind, hello love.
And the master my baby come and son where we see and see the wicked fleece where no man pursues him.
Tell me how.
Wabrani be a Johnny Ebra be a rantano. Never make a permanent decision based on a temporary one. Give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. But you rather have to teach him how to fish. Nana will teach you be how to fish. So did this a fish no bet you back one as or bet you nina.
You, I know now. We were part of the plan. We started breaking rules. Even you could. Every breath, every hour has.
Me pacho was a and I will join your life. I measure so be share video where the mo bi no so share mo bi no so share the mo bi fufure sansen ne ye ba be twetwe komo ne ye ba be sia de only say the Rebond Show so de na ya se wasem ne mabadwafo etna sia
Waiting for you.
na just obi a worry a just how ne amane bia ba be pie mu ne no ye ba betena so ye ba be boy ye ba beto ato adwene ape solution ne de amane se ne be ya nipa na worry mu be de.
Love you for 1,000 more. And all along I believed I would find you. Time has brought your heart to me. I have loved you for.
And na mensa aka no metena sidi na mdwe ho na msi ye mema kre rade nyankopon mema ubo mu seni na ya se wa mema bi wo no ma yenyo mu dan ni enti ncheche bebre ba papa betena fidie mu abre bia no de ma no kan na mema ni bi wo ho no ma se ne obesi fati ti omo e wo fie no no na wo mu nyi omo be fa so ntintiti ye bebre ba mo ma me ne mo papa no medititi mu nyi na echi no so na oba ba akonso mu I think Caboni and I say a day.
Died every day.
And not some in fact, a hard o ba me hu so obale sa me mbo na baso se me hu just me hu asem kra me kan chiro bai
1,000 years.
Meshe me se unya subscribe to your YouTube channel na meshe se no be subscribe di ama me wo subscribe me so na wo mia notification bell no na e wo video na sen so no wo ma me likes na me hu so yes just say juma me de no wani je ho wo ma likes so na wo de comment so e ba ama me
I have loved you for 1,000 years.
and I yan say mo mbre ye ko di tew sanse na asem no to say nyina me did say na de mo be sakra Odo Broadcasting Institute and some chose to coupon ababe PM ablekuma oduma Imano Junction to be precise uko kumasen so a ewo ejeso me pacho media courses ni nyina omo eye bi TV and radio presentation, acting and film production, print journalism, sport journalism, media law and ethics, communication, camera handling, marketing, sound engineering, graphic designing and video editing, DJing, languages such as Tree, English and French, MCR, studio technician, cosmetology and musicals. Your courses when you narabi. Classes Monday to Friday and upon 9 no mapun area 12:30 weekend and so Saturday ni and upon 9. Ebebo number 6 no on mapun Saturday and so Sundays and so 1:30 and so ebebo number 6 no na and so mapun. It's me pacho so we juma Monday to Friday na so want to me and call class I think say weekend no ebebo weekend no Saturday and Sunday and so no obetimi akono akwakosia
Everywhere I go,
Mommy use special chili shito. Green chili shito just odi niema rewre mu enam kura gu mu kra de yen. Ano ede. Obetimi de edi am. Obetimi de edi bayre. Obetimi de edi bangu. Obetimi de edi dokono. Eduane biara obetimi ede mommy use special chili shito ni bi edi. Me pa che free delivery to baby biara wo bia obetimi afren was 0240288588. Joycelyn Odros Foundation and so Edin Sika Baba time echi. Me pa cho se woni e ma bi e wo fie na wo abofre bi a je se ne ma me ana se ne papa efri mu e janka na se nwisi a je so obi otu na ni hwe benkum ni ni fa na ni nto obi a je se nyankopon. Woni e ma bi e wo fie na ba se wo de koye na doya. And also betumi e de ababa dan eye Joycelyn Odros Foundation. Omo beje sa niema we nyina no de akwakoye adoye e wo udi mama. Betumi afra omo 0553388139. Joycelyn Odros Foundation. We implement initiative in the best interest of children, school and hospital. Just a nyankan kwa omo ya adoye so e de ko hospital. Obi wo honum kra ye repeat no just a pampers kra no oni obi honom so a wawo ne so o hye ne chihwe ne nifa hye ne benkum oboafo ni baby eno tira Joycelyn Odros Foundation abade ama but on the number no na da kasafoni ne ne 0553388139 woni e mebi a obetumi e de akoma Joycelyn Odros Foundation o de akwakoya adoye e wo wudi
no one needs you more than I
Papa mi ankasa me sofu penny or that dogs that can't slide me the sana me can dogs and near me the crossing King's Live now King's Live dogs that church on so about be coming sa e wa hanum say when him say papa dia brani abre bia no chese or the Bible no e na tete yen and sama ya na abre bia no e beka yen sa e wo fidiem ha I don't remember the day ada dia ba betna ha ne onu anka said ne pa akasa de biara na abre bia no or the yefa Bible ni mu esan send wo bobra na se Bible no enka ho a na chese nyame asem no enka brabo na wo bo ne ho a ene na chese wan bobra no kura nkenye na asema ba be so me na ne kasa tintin nyina ne se waye aduane dia ma ne kunu enne Monday waye ne kunu ndi adechi Tuesday waye ne kunu ndi adechi Wednesday waye ne kunu ndi wasaso kura package aduane kama kura de akwa koma ne kunu kura we adwumem eno nso ne kunu ndi na ya se wa machia bembe ma na bisan se na wonim se aduane ye ya na oba be ko adwuma be pompa no be ba no be bre abrɛ no wase beba be ye aduane ande ne nsei ɔde banku besi so no be twie na be ma be fie adwuma beba na wuni aduane ade na wo yesa osina na ya se wa wonti ase na ya se wa wonni masem bi amate na ya se wa medwane ama me kra o
Look into my eyes.
na ya se wa me kra medwane amate na me ye aduane a mindi no enye ne bibie enti
You mean to me.
Mami go straight na me kind of story for today. Dear na ya se wa where your wife side of the story and I make kai edia mamo no ose na ya se wa hope you are fine. Please share my story for me. I really need your help. I have been cooking for like a week now and my husband doesn't eat my food. I asked him if the food isn't good but he said no. I want to know the reason because I can't cook and he won't eat. No fight, no misunderstanding, but suddenly he stopped eating my meal. I take food to his office every day and since he doesn't eat my food, meaning the food I have been sending to him to he doesn't eat. Nana, please ask him the reason for that attitude, else I won't cook for him again.
You will find there's nothing.
And then asem nyina say wa ye aduane e de ama ne kunu several times na bra bi obeye aduane ni bia no ne kunu enni aduane no ono nso a watena se adwene ho ehun say bia we bisa ne kunu say me do me pa che aduane na me ye ma no isi say aduane no enye wo denti na wundi meduane ana se den ne kunu ne se ente ne sa
Me, it's not worth
oye aduane de koma ne kunu we adwuma mu nyina na so ni na still na be ma no enni aduane
It's nothing.
nana ya se wa me twi bembe ma no nam se be ma pa obi de hye obi aho ofe adenti na we ye aduane ma wa wunni me be kan yo no so ne side of the story a ode bae o say nana thanks for the call. It's not intentional but I messed up big time. I met a lady one time ago and we became friends. She used to stay at our old house. Unfortunately, we met one time and one thing led to the other. I wasn't lucky that day. I met my wife's best friend when we were coming out of the hotel. Actually, going home that day wasn't easy, but I managed to get home. When I reached home, I overheard my wife say for her, if her husband cheats on her, she will poison him. I got scared. Few minutes later, her best friend came over. They excused me, and after she left, my wife served me dinner. From the conversation I heard, I was scared she will poison me, so I didn't eat. Sometimes at dinner too, she'll be watching her phone and laughing out loud. Those things scares me a lot. I tried opening up to her, but she pretended she was busy. I know her best friend has told her, but she has changed totally, serving me breakfast in bed and things. The last time I overheard her asking someone to check the price of coffin for her. And Nana, I'm really scared now. Please beg her for me. It won't happen again. It was accidentally, and I promise never to do that. I have told the lady not to call me again, and I've sorted her out. Please beg her for me. I want peace in my house, and I want us to renew our vows. Please, she is your friend. Kindly help me. Thank you.
Everything I
Run it away, nobody tower. On the side of the story, no, and I'm a kayama, Beman say, she baba will be na baba one no nim ne dada. Na oni omumi no and na eti area baako. Nti okoshia no no de oye nyina ne se asem komodi die mu weni ade. Eno na da kro ese wo mu di nkoma na ende pan. Na ni ba no ho so no omumi no we wan hyeda. We hu kwan kro fa sukora hotel ho se hu mi na pagya ne kosi hotel ho se de ye ne ba no ho so no na chese hotel ho no ma chese de akoso oni oba na oni ne we area na akoso o muntem na nya asem ketewa obi free hotel ho no no e no hu se eye ni na yere no na down for pa
Before
aba be pie o mo so se sada ni fat o kofie no na nya bete e ma no kra na so obo ne homoden ekoye na bra okodu fie ni gate na no anote se na yire ne na danfo obi di nkomo wo phone so ka kire ne se media se me yire me hu se me yire me kunu e fa mechi a me poison ma na wu osi enu na abo ni hunti a ontumi ndi ne yire aduane no enum a ohu ya ne se ne yire na danfo na opie omso wo hotel ho no waba ne nkyɛn ɛwɔ fie ho obepie mu ɛwɔ fie ho nom no se o me ba chomira excuse us for a minute ye kodi nkɔmɔ aba kodi nkɔmɔ wie ya ro so de ne se gu ne ti no si hey we de mitwimu tan kra me nim se ababa we kra de wabɔ me yere ama ne dada osi etoda omuti dining table no mu obehu ane se ne yere ehwe ne phone so no waso sidie mu embre bi krote se ne yere no ebi so obi foforo se opa ne chowa na ye ka de se coffee ne kra no ne boye se funu adaka ne boye se odwane ama ne kra ontumi ndidi esan se bia no kodi aduane ye bia na ne yere asem okan wo phone so se so hu ne se ne ne kunu fa ne chi obe poison e bia no wa poison odi asem na ba bedan na ya se wide na bedwafo osime srem ampa me yere chewo ma me wate na me cheda friend yiri ni bisa ne say wukunu what say bia wo fo wechi ana say bibi osi mikunu de onfa mechi o I trust my husband so much he wouldn't do it eno na ema me na ya se wo magie di kra say na che so oba ne kra no onya we se ni kura fa ne chi o Missy running away, nobody told. Baby, be a jadi ebro be a rantado. If I case home, but wow, shall bet to be the watching chat for comment section. I said, yeah, me what share video when so MOB, na me a like them so. And mommy, a son say, o yere enta o yere say, onukra oni idea be a crasa wa fanechi. Nenso wankasa wo hye ya sem ade na wo ye ye no enye ntino wankasa wo dwane mame nko eyem yankasa mesofo Rebond Asari nche na me ma na kwa ba shonko fambra Japan radio GH daddy
nana
bibi abako de
nyame adom ye ho ye
ye de nyankopon ase na daddy na me kan me story for today daddy hun sa wo seresa
nana eyesre eyesre isan say abrabono obi na ka say the nipe egubia no enu anotwa enti no I think so be ma no we obi ka say we meeting the meter obi a the master na every say we the wish and I know you the but you be can send me break
okay
you be discussing send me break
okay I love you for
1,000 reasons, but your Rebond Asari any a cotton in Canada. I say, never can send me brave. Enter 1 o'clock and buy a best sorry Jumedian so. Not as a solution, be a real honum, Edema Corpus, in your solution, Edia Mo. The patch coming when I'm in Chami who's my Emrasia.
1,000 more.
Know how love was meant to be, the kind of love that'll last forever.
This love there, it wasn't meant to be the kind of love that will last forever. So because pay to me, I can say if the husband mess up or for the chinkwa, you'll be poison, then that's a same name where you the
The end of time.
From that quick commercial break, Mr. Share video where Mobi will share video and so now about whom they are sending. Would all comment, what do I drink? Share the said your banner, yeah, no. A yarn, I said your banner, yeah, and yet. Dear Bearman and so, yeah, and so, yeah, and I send you no so myself. I didn't share for comment section as mammy wife.
Feeling to my life, you're the inspiration.
Rebond Asari hobium na mesanso emma no akwa bashonko emfam brad the Rebond Show so e wo Japan ma daddy
nana
pacho se bibia boko
nyame adom ya senhia
ya senhia bio Daddy, and that's some no only say.
Me who say, I think say society ama neoma bi abeye say as if say normal. And this time when people even are messing up, they think say they have enough support from society, from friends, from family, from acquaintances. You'll be shocked to say there are people obeka say be no cranny sister in a connecting in my girl be in the mobia nikunu no nikunu ne mame and they push another lady the man until I think say there are a lot going on because they be make say society need values, you know. I mean, people take things for granted. They think say they can just do anything and then have their way. It is an your way na LED into a very heartbreaking statistic say to know say even in Ghana here no most marriages that are conducted within a year now barely survive another 365 days. Barely survive because the marriage that God meant it to be honorable. Said the Hebrews chapter 13, they cannot say marriage is honorable and the marriage bed undefiled. So the moment the honor attached to marriage, is taken for granted, we don't have a future. We don't have a future. So I think, say, we have to get back on track. And you see, people must understand, say, we are not too far off that we cannot regain our path. We can regain our path, and that is the essence of human life.
That is the essence of human life. Hey, and then comment. Obviously, please open the phone line. Why, please? Before this, I'm saying, and I'm for some fresh show is no. I don't know. See, let me open phone lines that they are to producer. Yeah, let me open. Okay, but I said, "Be a worker, be a robot to be there for comment section." I say, "Eddie, am I brand so I made the number move to me after season made the better jar, Eddie, am I daddy?" And that case, Ababa one the kind of idea by it.
Okay.
Also, ye Diania, Nikunundi.
Okay.
1 year, Diana, first time. For a whole week, Nikunundi, Dianeda. Only bonnet so dear Nikun. That the other number money be a told I know me, yes, sir.
Nana, a lot of hypocrisy. Story.
Let me comment.
Both Obani or Berman, a lot of hypocrisy. In the sense, he said, "Say Obaya Diana or Berman, dear." I think say the natural logical thing, is to open up a conversation, open up communication, and said the communication plays a central role in every form of relationship, in every form of marriage. Communication plays a major role. But for the lady to try to ignore the part of opening up the matter, say, let's discuss it. Why are you not eating my food? I feel the Diane Tata or Bermano, who do feel crumb the baby with you. Some you Obika say, we all know from the stories we have heard, say, I mean, there's no smoke without fire.
Yes.
A lot is happening. Just say, people are trying to, pretend. Mecca say this story not exclusive, but I want to say, Ediane yesterday can me about Ediane India, me a victim and who cast I am and who cast I am and now me pay ya be Mango kitchen panko he say me did the afternoon I felt say bit be there, but I don't think that my wife was happy. But I said, but you have to study people. Nipa ben and be worrying send an idiot pattern at here. And they say, who say on the dia, you open up a conversation, and who say what has gone wrong, what is wrong in the marriage or in the person's life. And Pempino, a mama you nipa bakwas, I dear how much just say upia or much answer na oma open up. Ayana, they will resort to privacy. I want to have some form of privacy, but I think say women should be able to decode the reason tia obema ye reserved and I say ontimi ndidi and I say on pese obedi obampo edian nti so question now be some minute dia anu yie.
Okay. That is I feel about the side of the story. The uncle Berman is the side of the story or the buy. Or say and yes say you ne na on pese obedi na mom no say otwa ne ho kakra. Na oba ye no nkoma ote se ne yiri ni di se medie se me hu ni se me kunu fa mechi a me poison ne ma na wu no eno na se abo no oba ebe ma ni hu nti a wontumi endi ne duane
nana oba ma na asem na okan ye no ene oba ne di no be chipi in no e very serious more than said e bia etiefoɔ anaa ahwɛfoɔ ehu no. Debi ameka say case ba no yɛ emotional pa. Yentimi address the critical issues that pertain to the issue. Now, first of all, no matter what anybody has done to you, nobody has the right to take the life of another person, even or to even threaten to take the life of another person. Okay. Nakupon ebo nipano. You know, Nana say obia wo atete abofra ama na enye dru baby a, you will know what it takes to give birth. Obi ka kowo no, a mother's life is at risk. Wasoba bi ni nyina obu akra obabu akra wenye obema kra mbo na ma na hwe abofra no ohwe na ma na benyi nti no enye aware ana relationship nti no bi beko bi all kaise last week make say a man be create me a so no bono in the name of relationship or marriage. Nobody has the right to do any of those things. And for the wife to say mikuno messy up me poison no you know and yet fault in person say banitrimo nan campese abeye asema odina no beden eba bekam. So let us be very careful what we think about human life. I have said it that God created man in his own image, after his own likeness. A human being is at the pinnacle, the apex of God's creation. When God created man, man was supposed to be like God himself on the earth. So human life is not something that we take for granted. We have to respect human life, and we have to be very serious about human life. Now, coming to Obama a case, you know, I started by saying, society, be so easy for people to easily do and think, it is the order of the day, it is the norm of the day. I think, in a marriage, we have an obligation to respect the marriage covenant, to respect our spouses. Your ban warina, respect the Obano, Obama, respect Obama. I don't think, we should just mess up or take things for granted. However, we should know, a lot of marriages are surviving under a lot of problems that are carefully kept, and to make sure that the relationship or the marriage is working. People have messed up big time. I was in Koforidua about 2 years ago, and I met a woman, very rich woman, from a very wealthy home. And the woman said something which actually baffled me. And in our conversation, she opened up. I said, Pastor, I've been married to my husband for 40 years. And I said, wow. And I said, how many children do you have? Also, my husband has given birth with about 16 women. I say, this was after we got married. But I say, I am still here. And I got surprised. I said, Mama, until you've stayed in this marriage for all these years. I said, yes. Yes, I chose to stay. I'm not saying, the papa no right to. I'm not saying, because it's society I am. And Sunday purpose driven life conference na say because you read these stories our Bible mo Yakopon can say a models are young follow say Solomon ware ma say when he ma say die when no these things are given to us to serve as lessons. Say nipa we yes no ehun sunsun so what is saying David kofo obi yire Yakopon ka say dia wa ye no you will lose 4 of your children. Ampa David lose number 4. First of all, abofra ne Bathsheba wo ye no abofra ne baby ino wu ye enu echi na Absalom wu ye Adonijah wu ye ansa na de okorepi David ba Tama no onu susu wu ye. So the repercussion of adia David ye no na eye bebre nana mamin ka say obema no wa mess up, but nana there is a character obi wa oni nante ye ye obi wo ha ya de a opese o ka say enye hwe obi aye, but this is a man all can say have messed up, and he's even trying to find a way to discuss the matter. Nana obi wo obeyi ne di krama. Yes. After all there na obeyi ne di krama. And oko the portable be obeka say o your bema anya hwe jan man nka, but we are just to say even though your bema, even though society may endorse what I'm doing, I still feel say I have to respect my wife. I have to honor my wife. If I've messed up, let me open up to her. Maybe concern they say a genuine act of remorse and say regret are fine, but say be a poison as I'm not tea and so what's the Sunday then and also no
it could be so because poison has some to the extent of say or bad cry to be fro because there is how much is coughing there.
So what done in them crown why are they? What done in them crown why are they? on the America, but it's America say a genuine act of repentance. God gives us room for repentance, but say a remorse due to the fact say or you're threatened by lady no away say I will poison my husband. Should he mess up, then the guy should be very careful because one day you will go and you may not come back. Somebody will lock you. Yes, somebody will lock you. Nana, and then excuse me to say, man, abano, what the home for man, a man for any kind of man for the number was out. Obuha, you go to her once and you will not survive again.
Yes.
You'll be caught up, you will not come. On jail, or be lock you will not come because, oh no, and your man no money no more, they have fun anymore than number one. They say, oh, you, who you are, and one no. But before I corner, I will raise an issue. It's been a concern. Madam for clinical psychologist, be me sure say no sharing because my raising side issue no I'm on a pain, but I will bring it up before we leave here concerning the entire man no to be a far in manage.
Daddy, that was going to be my next question.
Okay.
Say, what really makes men cheat on their partners?
Nana, I can't answer that question. The only thing I can say, maybe personal observations are gather over the period. But to say what I will give, the absolute I'm not going to be fair to people. Okay. Nana, I am privileged by my position as a pastor to counsel prospective married partners to officiate their marriages, to bless their marriages, and to be with them at the early stages of their marriages until they grow up. Nana, one of the interesting, fascinating factor, I still can't think far. And I have tried to open up to a few people. I've brought in my wife in most of those cases. And they say people marry and then the women don't want to allow their husbands to have intimacy with them. Several. And Nana, if I should tell you some of the excuses the ladies give us, one lady told us she's not the sex type or so whatever. And I asked her, so why did you marry this man only to frustrate him? If you say you are not the sex type, or Obizo say, I am now a bre. They give variety of reasons. And my friend, psychologist, was trying to quiz me more. And I told her, I can't give her a lot of answers because I'm also shocked. Nana, I've heard, I can't prove it, said, a man for Castle or Bemadia and found it over a man in the crown, still no obechiti. But Nana, I think said there are others too who would want to remain very faithful to their partners and new maybe a man or a yard, they wouldn't want to move out. I had one friend who told me, said, answer now the wife Beman I don't know, just a auto drink, you can't say. First now we was Don Simon and there was or just auto Don Simon.
And money you were not son and you man who quite in
yes, a foreigner. The man I'm talking about is a foreigner.
Wow.
Yes. Or just auto Don Simon. What was I can give a lot of examples, but I'm on air. It will be said a man for SM America. But Nana, a lot of men are going through difficult time, very difficult time. And Nuna, the so-called side chicks now, they are capitalizing on it to say, if it will be difficult for you in your marital home, then come. Baby, you understand what I'm talking about? So I think, say, our women, when they are not married, I mean, they are very open. Oh, young call, and whatever you want to do with them, no, they are okay. But when they marry, Nana, and a sacred and my problem one, a sacred. I'm telling you, there are a lot of marital homes are Mamino and Neba, Eda, and Paso, and Papa no students mattress. And I say, yes, or done it demo. And I'm telling you, and your baby Biana, Sebio, or the type obey me, I can't be no best express. I say be or how. I said, I mean, one person told me, said, Santo be truth, you know, he said that the wife had done, which we said, this is somebody I know, no, down on yeah, I'm ready for the approach of the man. Like, you know, who may be starting the free. So I think, said, a member HT, I mean, it has been the common thing we know of. But me experience Kakra Magada as a pastor no, is that a lot of men complain to me, and I've invited a lot of these women to know say Ebia Papa no nyen throne na odi acheme, and they come and they admit. they come and they admit. I'm even thinking of organizing a seminar where I will engage a lot of young couple, engage them, and bear man in man on. Let's open up, let's talk. What is the issue? What is the problem? What is it? And affect your chemical makeup. I mean, these things can come out. I mean, a whole lot of things are happening, and a whole lot. And sometimes too, you'll be shocked that people are exposed to pornography and some other things, so they don't even desire a partner. They can satisfy themselves. What am I saying? Today they have what is called sex toys, sex machine, sex machine gun, whatever thing they have.
Men uses soap and other things.
Yes, people use things to satisfy themselves. So I think, the corruption of society, the corruption of humans, the depravity of people, is affecting almost every area of society. Nana, let me say, so when somebody me attacking the family, and society has no hope, because the basis for society is the family. Once the family is disintegrated, once the family loses value, society has no future. So there are issues we have to be serious and then address.
Okay, but daddy, from your submission, no, metimi aka say bi na a man so play major role, and I ma a man no etumi cheat ana.
Nana, and I make say I will be unfair to a man if I make that submission. But what I can say is, if you are listening to us and you know, your husband doesn't have the free will, at will, anytime, any moment, obey to me, and we are having intimacy, you are going to contribute to his chances of messing up. That is what I want to say. I don't want to say, be a man, but if you are doing this, then you should know, you are also a contributing factor. Nana, in some marriages, the woman never makes any approach towards sex. It's like the man, no, excuse me, to bracket or in quote, he goat. Just a debia or Sambano, at the point in time, I say, I dare not be the Obano Crabbe doing some media, Minakwana Masaya. I mean, people have it, maybe Wasayo and all that, but it's not supposed to be so. You, the woman, to make approach, I mean, spice up things. Manioma enye fe ofie, manioma nya akono ofie. The make out must here. Madam for Sophobi, the Reverend Mike, Prophet Michael. One day woman be a had this say you couldn't fee. Oh no, so okay, the side your baby if you have a bomb pie. Now soon smart if you hold on. Or rather more open who soon no. Soon near day, a dem one or so for crab no. Or see a dem will feel any center what hold on. I know friend I'm not say money, me who demon a fee. Demon now who couldn't the because must say I am now in pain both a man and member but and a car the same man side. A man be worried we are almost so maybe a ring a show we say we so they have no competitor, they have nothing to offer. Nana they make excuse me to say I will need dear crown or baby or ha on dinner or quack said you in so crown for being and can obu okra odidi we kra sabi o nenu kra o horo ana sabi bi sa
ebi kra horo amonsa sa no me dia da
yes no or the other nana let's grow up. That is what I will say. Na yen kan hu say nipa ye nipa and find how good the person is. But miss so biba no you different from you are. There will be the temptation to swan so and to swan sa and to know the difference. And then we are now about a man function it say you know man mo be nam outside no. Omo bo mutrim process ya nya wada ye nyo bi kra ne yenwo. It is obi kunu kra na obema ye benya no no be responsible. We will allow him into one yam ya wadumo a wenya ekunu no message so mu yie. Na eboa na ontimi nye a responsible man because society ebetima ma sabi you obema ejimi pa but wo you know try your best. You know, woman, bompaye, when in the papa couldn't indeed come or the more all messy up, no, but what they say, Obekin about now, so messy up, now so throw fire, now so throw fire. Why I remember one woman in our church. I told them, Mama, the Obama no, Obeko, it's like Obeba no or Yedi. Now, so called intimation, my Yedi and Benjaubi. The more I will, yes, I know, the more I will push it, Obama no away. But then try your best as women. The man has messed up. It's not supposed to be, but fast because me say a lot of marriages are surviving, even though there are a lot of things which have gone wrong, but they are still surviving.
Okay, Daddy, and the comment section, as you know, also for back one, and now I do comment section, honum. Afa me hwe no comments ni bi ho no mukra o se so ba ka so obekun a wo ye dey a oba lo obekun but Daddy lady ni issue no me I feel say be na washedana oye sadie we nyina se be ya ebetwe be ma no adwi e dey free cheating so because according to be ma no wa promise kra say onye biom ti so oba ne be ma ne kwan na ode ne bo ne be che na anko be renew eyo omo wedding vows na into the be ma ti sanka oba ya anye wo say dey ne anka wunim.
In fact, that was where I wanted to start from. Say, I presume we say the lady is trying to I'm using this word as if I say punish the guy in order to bring him on board. But Nana, ahoma utrimwa edru baby a your law be our science friend the Hooks law. Your will be a friend elastic limit. Unya pa elastic limit in pa string in the dirty. May your science kakran. What I say, her force is proportional to extension. It's a wood train tiny more do baby a bepim. So would try elastic limit to the part a dirty. It's no say, tizio be an answer, say, true be a swan, now whatever you are doing now. Say, won't say, my hit limit. But twice a pie more. Nana, obey me, baby, and Nippon Beccaco, you had the best show.
Because of the utterance.
I trust now who make it, you know.
It's in the price of a coffin.
Yes. Nana, and a reasona, you want to Nippon, careful. And now who can coffin as a mo. Or also bet me up with your BBA. Ebia na wo anko ye ni die ne type ni be ba bi ono so bibi ono so e be catch us okay na wo so me hu se why say ya and the so me say and na che say obi ka say death race and the two people the wom enti ebia wo twe na so wo pese ne ni ba no so ni ade ba hu bebia bedru say na bebia medru no na let me end it here and then address the matter and just say bedru baby no wo pese mo kan yi abe unim obeme ya isi wonu no otena sia na de cost was na de kra na the effort be am put in the kra na say nya we let me go back kra na and the membership I mean the here say be kra wasa ko show be o say challenge na wo ka so nko na me kra me ye de da o the be kra must say and you mess up you know say what try na fe do baby na wo so obema no enu hu aba pick it up from there resolve the issue and then go on. That is the essence of love. Yeah, the check.
Okay, Mami Kai, WhatsApp comments nibia Bambacho wants to bet me WhatsApp comments no alpha 0557036 and I'll bet me for your Facebook comment section I say amame WhatsApp messages no I say I am Lizzie watching you live today. I'm really enjoying today's program. But for me, dear, our dear wife, this is why we don't eat your food anymore. Now you know. Thank you for your cooperation. Come and tell us something. Okay, I'm also enjoying today's program. The wife deserves a round of applause. Let's clap for her. Well done, Pa. Enough of the cheating. I am Eben watching you live from Agape. For me, but you shouldn't have confessed and apologized this to your wife long time ago. And can this won't come here, Pooh? Our please, I think your comments, no. Please, he said he is sorry. Now it won't happen again. We apologize on his behalf because okay, Queenie, stop creating problems for yourself. Okay, hit and run come with a prize. You are punishing yourself. Meanwhile, your wife knows nothing about it. This is funny. Wife, this is our fear. Oh. Forgive us, okay? You have already punished ourselves already. Forgive us. Now this one, men. That are some of them. I mean, quite Facebook. I mean, can WhatsApp messages nibia eba Facebook. But also because the dear afa comment section. I say Eddie mami WhatsApp and so number na me bubo so no. Making kind Eddie mami nana ya or worry. Also, this would be an interesting discussion. I think starting of the show. Yes. Filippo, team Auntie Magisto. Okay, I've seen you, sweetheart. Safu Raymond. A good afternoon to you, or good afternoon to you too, Safu. Safu Bakwame, or same. Good afternoon, good work, Mama Sewa. Thank you so much. Watching you live from Achem Asai Mama Eastern Region. Okay, I've seen you with a lot of laughing emojis. Safu Bakwame, or say I love the show. Thank you so much. Good morning, Mama Sewa. The Emre mention of coffin should keep the man running. Okay, the coffin na seminar crano. Say obano etumi ejane ebema nitumi jane ejene home. And yes, I dear Bekasa. Also for back kwame also pressure. Greetings, Bishop Asare. I think he has responded. Also for back kwame. Mama Sewa, fear women no. If you don't fear women, you will not live long. You will not live long life. Ma so na ye man so ye ka say fear men no when suro be ma wunyi enche. My greetings to Asunaba. Oh, speedy recovery to you, baby girl, baby biawa will be ano. That's my prayer. Say Nyankopon me na yare sadom no be kese ewo so. Please open the phone line. Why? Please don't worry. Next week maybe a phone line is no. Ede Amakojo Park or say greetings, Reverend. I Mama Sewa, I want to tell every man in this country, say, if you want to live long, fear women. Starting asking how much the price of a coffin there, anoding. Or baka so obekun wa, uye ne den obekun, Emma. Emma, Emma, we are not wicked like that too. Moses told Diana, near my beer circumstances, be I near the Hunko Shemno. Yasha be made the house another decry, say, a be crown no barn or shedda or cabibia say, a bebo bear manu, and yes, am I a wicked son, man, dear, yeah, I'm not sure, son can there. Yet the Hanum say, yeah, come as him. Man of God, this time around there is no fear of God like that again, no. So we need to be careful of ourselves. Okay, man of God, only pabias row why. Nami Sewa, I want to advise the man, no. He needs to find a divorce fast. And yes, sir, he will surely die soon. I have said my own with a lot of laughing emoji. Happy birthday to lawyer Sammy Jamefi, the National Communication Director of National Democratic Congress. Okay. Debbie, Mama Sewa. Hey, this today your comment. Speed question. Also, my gender will never disappoint. Your gender, they will never disappoint because Sankotsna the year who say, my wife is all I have got. My may appreciate no, my may adore no. Like even if there is something let me speak about it. Let's try or find a way to fix things. I am not sure Senka when na. Ebeba meko sasha no adoso dodo Portia or say this is serious so running away nobody would do. Queenie or say this more there to you they run you have to run for your life or when Janiama or Kradia the ABC or say where did your wife offend you before you went to cheat on him? Confession time, dying time, you go talk truth next time. Every skirt you go enter. Why are you men like this? Most men go be men. I don't know if cheating a World Cup. Okay, Daddy. I think say yeah man I can't about 15 minutes be na yeah sorry so. Yen shano in this way say, do you think say ebi kra na be ma no o cheati dada? But obano ebu neni egu. So sometimes we see red signs, red flags in relationship. Yes, so we ladies a woman ye chim say ye dobe man into no. Ye bu ye ni edigusa red signs ni nas because I remember say we have treated a story here before and so or no so cheat starting of the relationship you know. This is what the guy was doing. And ya ba ku nyam yenu nyam yensa na so ni nyina no or ignore signs when nyina e ko wie chie mom no hu say ono so afa ye funu na ne ma me ka send the side ya ware be man ansa na oba be ka say be ma ofa mechi de mean to me why meanwhile you saw all the signs in the early stage and nanka obe to me action hu de free.
Nana, it's true. I think in most of my submissions I've made here I've spoken about the fact a lot of things we do in our relationships they are not right, and when we reduce relationship as a time of sexual exploration we are defeating the very purpose for the relationship because the time of relationship courtship is the time to study people and draw very good conclusions about them that I want to settle down with this person. But if it's all about let's have fun, let's enjoy sexual intimacy and all that, it's not going to help us. And in a relationship, one of the red flags that people should be very conscious of is a man or a woman who is not faithful. Yes.
A man or a woman who is not faithful. Okay.
Because it will be very difficult to think, say, marriage will close that chapter in the man's life. Even though there are some men, they marry and they are able to resolve never to do that again. But if whilst they are still in a relationship with you, you know, say they are messing up with other ladies. Nana, remember, say maybe in the time of the marriage, you know, there may be a time when you may not even be available. Circumstances, sometimes you may even fall sick, or maybe you may have given birth, and you know, all that. And sometimes after giving birth, the man may have to wait for 6 weeks, or 8 weeks, or 10 weeks, depending on maybe other complications which came up in the process of, you know, having a baby. And if this man was already cheating on you whilst you were in the relationship, then you should know, say, he's not going to respect the marriage vow. So I think, say, people should know, say, life is deeper than just sleeping around with people. And you know, I've always said this.
Yes.
Life is deeper than just sleeping around with people. You are on earth for a purpose. You are on earth for an assignment. One way or the other, sometimes you may slip. We are not calling for a kind of perfection here or whatever.
Yeah.
Yes, we are growing up. We are all maturing. But you should aim at getting better, improving. I mean, growing past your weaknesses, your flaws, and you know all that. Don't defend them. I mean, that is a problem I have when people begin to defend. They say, "Oh, now say Obiaye," and I say, "Oh, that is the order of the day." And then, yes. I don't think say good. However, to say I said the idea about not me can say to think of or to threaten somebody, say "Me cool dear." Okay. It's not something that should come into anybody's mind. I mean, some of you say, "Obama or Becca say me cool say Obiaye go me cool now." I will give a very strong advice. And sounds no Obama or what he said, you know, because of poison. So we say we cheat or poison, and pounds so on this one could cheat. And you know, so and I mean, look at the whole character. Said, I feel they do any problem. Oh, Yanni, your grana, you around the bedroom. Maybe be sat coffin, war, you know, all that. They be on you, banana. For the fact, say you have even conceived that thought. And Nana, let's not, you can't say, tickle ourselves and laugh. People have killed people in marriage because of some of these things. Say because minimum be a okuni yiri kumu kwala nyina. Kumu nyina e was Santa Maria. Yes. Kumu nyina no opeja to and then eventually susukumu. So I think some people should know say there are because you are on this earth for a purpose, and marriage, relationship, and all other things are to help you achieve that purpose. They are not supposed to take you back. They are not supposed to cause you to take a decision outside of your purpose on this earth. And let that which is guiding you in your work in this life be the fact say for a very good reason.
Okay, Daddy, final question ansana ya so ujumedi ne so no. Ensema ya na imprepi no ayana efri yenum eba no. Can those words have a bad effect in our lives?
Nana, a whole sermon. I mean, it's a whole sermon. Words are not ordinary. By the time people talk, a lot of things have gone on in their mind. The make out must hear. Speech is only a revelation of thought. So be kasa, and my woman they know again. And it's not so being kasa or you very so being kasa, the question is a dear no dream. A dear no dream. You know, I mean, the moment people talk, you don't take their speech for granted, because words in themselves, you know, have a lot of spiritual implications. Because the moment you talk, you attract all the forces that should make it possible. That's why we say when people confess, I am poor, I am sick, they are going to be poor, they are going to be sick, because there are forces around that to pick up these words. In the same way, so we can say, meku. There are evil spirits that have to make sure, say, and some no cannot. So I think, say, everybody should be careful of what they say. But now to be careful of what you say is not the issue. It's about what you are thinking. Because it's your thought that become your words. Yes, it's your words that become your action. So I think, say that they can, our media, sorry, we should have a system where people are actually lectured. And someone for to sponsor. Nana make the credit as a month to sponsor. But you'll be shocked to say those who have the means, they will be holding back instead of promoting things like this. But Nana, we are helping a lot of people.
Yes.
We are helping a whole lot of people. I receive a lot of comments. Instagram, friends, TikTok, Facebook. I get a lot of feedback when I post some of our videos there. I get a lot of feedback. It means that we are helping a lot of homes, a lot of families, a lot of relations. We are saving lives. What I say, and so these things should be promoted. Say, nipenya akwenya no or kasa obi bibia. On can when they say obi femuaba, obi shiemuade. So I'm going to say something now. Obi beka say one day papa bi abitie ni wa ha, and the mommy see jina yese. And I say obi abitie ni wa ha, and the mommy twa na mo wait. You're very careful. Our words are powerful. In Proverbs 18:21, or say life and death lies in the power of the tongue. Into a war. Any enquire will depart them. So you choose which one you live on. So that we can kind one day. Say be your papa pa. This woman they will hold her responsible. One day Nadam for no catcher and Becca can say, me say one casa, this I want to be Cecilia Crano, look only would my dream one because some time ago or catcher and say Send you furniture or poison and say, Papa, one day be so Betsy. I feel Uber will say, other matters are going to arise. So let us be careful. A lot of people are very emotional and they react out of emotions. Let me tell you, emotions are always going to leave you in regret because the moment emotions are high, reasoning is low. Okay. So emotions cause your reasoning low because emotions are often stirred by a hormone they call adrenaline. So the moment adrenaline is high, it shunts your ability to reason. Blood flow to the brain, reduced. It flows to other organs. So you become very emotional and your reasoning very down. And even sex. So obedient to me and put in measures. Now or obi that not at that time reasoning will not come in because emotions are very, 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 very strong. So acting out of emotion, anger, the before I say a lot of lives, I say a lot of relationships. A go our year be anger. I'm not for pack up bags. I could 1 week as I don't know because a little baby home is living now the same for bloodstream. I feel you begin to think. I feel punya ya be kwechire. I feel kopa achoma. Emotions that now have feelings. I think 5 minutes go no one could know. No one could walk for you saying, nothing will bush one day will be una umbabakuaha, when we will nothing will jump at the Kakrawunya, not to be brave and about who which Sawunya Subia at one. And yes, say, Obama sit up, who will not be at the day, so let's sit up.
1,000 years.
Which you know, when ever bound, so not just send some bebre and abba. Reverend Asari down called that King's Life Dogs at Church, and I didn't know a Asia with the Rebond Show, so our Japan radio. God richly bless you, and after your submission, all the comments I see is God bless you, man of God, well said. God bless you, man of God, good one there, Bishop. Meaning everyone truly appreciates or final words are what they am I and that day on my yatia say ye num kasa crano ebe to me ediakwa could do baby and you say ye doing sembi wo honoma a toda na ye kayana yen she ye e wo ho send ye be ya emre bia na wuni honom no ankofa bibi foforo amfam.
Hello, you.
Daddy me pasha wait me the was sorry in the location at to ja edi amame.
Yakopo ensure baby asafo no King's Life Dogs Church. Hallelujah. And a place about how you assure yourself your destiny will take a new shape. It will take a new shape. It's in every Sunday piano yeah awesome 8 a.m. Edikosi 10 a.m. Every Thursday piano so yeah awesome 8 a.m. Edikosi 10 a.m. You want Ablekuma in Sakina Peace Junction. Or your money direction and also the number if you want to call me you can do so. The number is 0244
0244 25 04
06
0244
0244
25 04
06.
06.
And that's what makes me a follow me so our Facebook Reverend Daniel Asare Dankwa.
That the men so me da pa say and then so ni yen edi ehia Nyankopon ehia.
Yes, I know that it's plain to see. So in love when we're together.
Me pa cho bi biara nsa o join ye live on so nja kese e na na ya sewa me de e ma mo de mo comment e ba ye nyina no Nyankopon ehia mo so matumi ejina so 1 good hour.
End of time.
Nyankopon ye mu na makoma so ade ma mo wai.
Everywhere.
Efa medicine mame fa happy glorious birthday kese enkoma Douglas Opoku amankwa Douglas uokuma se we free unua ba Doris honom ose Nyankopon ensure Nyankopon ento won kwandem de da wakoma so bia na Nyankopon enyema Nyankopon enka wo na wontumi enyim fromfrom. Grow in grace and then excel in everything that you do.
Let me say it.
I'm afraid mom de ne hu twa o.
You more than I.
Sister Salim Pacha o baba no de ne be mana mama ana. Douglas Opoku amankwa pictures and na echegu e wakasafoni ni ti baby biara baby boy little boy wo bia no happy birthday to you what baby biara da wakoma so bia no me mpa bo nyina ne se Nyankopon be mana bem e di ama
No one needs.
me pacha se won so enani da edi kan a wo hwe the Rebond Show ye dwumede bia ya hyehyɛ se ye de ba bebo wona nammo ne oba ne bema bi etunti ase anim ohaw ne amane kakra bi ewo se ye mpena se ye aware se ye busua se ye bibi kra ekoso a wonti ase obetimi de wasem na bedan na ya ase wa me ne mabedwafo ye betena se ye beto ato adwani ape solution e de ama na mane ye 055 7036 109 Odro Broadcasting Institute, Mami use special chili shito, any Joycelyn Noodles Foundation, and a storm as Sammy did the Rebond Show, ebe somewhere and nede. Maybe some man to me, Cabio Manasa, Sammy, the best soon, my dear Mrs. Swan and I asked, or Miss Row, bra, yes, sorry, sweet, and they had a match soon, cause so baba some. I think a match in a crown, my shall see the dent, and I asked, well, sha, sports for no me rested your hand, just almost 2 minutes so cross, I mean, I'm sorry, no more shall the day. Araba me who me sorry so I. Yeah, we shall find me at my Thursday about 12 and so I best answer the share our the Rebond Show in Chakasia so and I'm the mammy and producer Mr. Henry Nyankopon in Sharp Palma Cramo.
You will see what you mean to me. Search your heart, search your soul. When you find me